question that is from Mr. Monomoy Pal. What is the importance of sanskara and practice? If the sanskar decides our destiny, then what is the relevance of practice and good work?
So sanskaras are the conditioning of the mind. Each one of us, you will notice, we have tendencies. We ourselves, we will notice that we have certain tendencies, and others also. That determines the personality of the person. So the emotional constituents of the person, the intellectual capacities, the likes and dislikes, especially likes and dislikes, those are determined by our previous samskaras, and these are gathered in many past lives. So what happens is this: these samskaras, which are not obvious to us, they are in the subconscious mind. So once in a while, some of them, they bubble up from the subconscious mind and come to the conscious level. When these samskaras come to the conscious level, they manifest as raga dvesha, vritti in the mind. A thought comes in the mind, a feeling comes in the mind, a desire comes in the mind. And these thoughts, feelings, desires, whatever you call them, they just like a ripple in a lake, like a wave in a lake, there is this movement in the mind. Any movement in the mind is called a vritti. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, desires, vritti. Now this vritti, so the samskara comes up from a subconscious level and comes to the conscious level as a vritti. And it is usually in the form of raga dvesha, likes and dislikes. I like this, I want it. I dislike this, I'm afraid of it, I hate it. So this is raga and dvesha, it comes. And then we act accordingly. What I like, I chase after it. What I dislike, I run away from it. Now, this is what the questionnaire is asking. If this is so, then what will sadhana do? What does sadhana do? It is saying that evam vritti samskara chakram avartamanam aharnisham. Day and night, this cycle of vrittis and samskaras is rotating. Notice, whatever is at the level of the conscious mind, raga and dvesha, what we entertain at the level of the conscious mind repeatedly, that again goes back to the level of samskaras and it strengthens existing samskaras. So a raga, a desire for a particular kind of enjoyment comes up, and I go ahead and follow it up and do that particular kind of enjoyment, then what happens is that experience goes back into the samskara and strengthens that samskara. Next time it will be very difficult to resist that. So it happens multiple times, and samskaras are strengthened. Both good and bad samskaras can be strengthened in this way. I have a desire to study or meditate, and I do that study or meditation. Then the samskara for study and meditation will be strengthened. Now, here is the role of sadhana. What sadhana can do is, as the samskara, directly samskara we cannot affect. As the samskara comes up to the conscious level of the mind and becomes a vritti, we must use our viveka. Is this right or is this wrong? Is this moral or immoral? Will it take me to my goal or will it take me away from my goal? Is it connected to God realization? Is it connected to jnana and bhakti and dhyana and karma yoga? Or is it connected to bhoga, to experience of pleasures in the world? And if I decide that, if I find that these are good samskar, a good raga dvesha, in the sense I want to meditate, I want to study, I want to serve, I want to pray, good. I will allow them and I will do them. If I find they are negative, they're taking me towards the world, taking me away from my goal, taking me away from God, then I restrain that and substitute a good activity in that place. So that there might be a desire for sense enjoyment. I substitute that. I want to listen to good music. Maybe I skillfully substitute that by listening to a bhajan. I might want to read a novel. I skillfully substitute that. I'm still reading, but reading may be the life of a holy person. Now what happens